Progressing through 6 weeks, 6 practices thus far.
Progressing well. Just trying to get certain guys like Davion and Ty Isaac to what I call a mastery level, meaning that let's progress them past the things we did last year. You know, instead of going through the hole and getting tackled by a guy, let's really work some moves, try and improve your game. With the younger guys, they're doing well. They're right where I expect them to be. A little overloaded in some sort of aspects in terms of the information coming in on them, but they all look good. They all look good.
How do you keep Davion healthy for a full year?
How do I keep him healthy for a full year?
Yeah. I mean, that was obviously the challenge last year.
He was healthy. He was relatively healthy. I mean, any football guy who lines up and take that first, it's like a car. Once you drive a car off the lot, it depreciates. It's never going to be 100% value, you know. So in terms of Davion, I think he was healthy besides the toe. But in terms of being healthy, some of the things that we're talking about now, being able to not run down the middle of guys, taking so many hits, being able to make some guys miss, that will improve his health. But I think relatively, compared to last year, he was relatively healthy.
What's a realistic expectation for the two freshmen?
Realistic expectation? They're two freshmen.
So how much would that be?
They're freshmen. We won't know. Right now, it's too hard to put anything on it. You know, so I just put it to you this way: it's freshmen. They're freshmen. I mean, they're good freshmen, but the fact of the matter is they're freshmen. So to put an expectation on it, it's really unfair right now.
I feel like Ty, who probably didn't see as many carries as he wanted to last year, getting to the mastery level. I mean, has he put in more work? Has he taken to that a little bit differently this year thus far?
Yeah, I mean, regardless of the point of the snaps, you know, it's still just the age and being around and hearing it, you know, so trying to take his game to that next level. So, yeah, I mean, he's working. He worked last year. He's working this year, you know, so sometimes a guy just may outwork you, you know, that's just a thing. So it's not that he did anything wrong last year, but he's working hard, as he is, putting in the work.
Do you feel like Drake is finally back to maybe 100%, and he's running track too? He said that's helping his knee and leg strength.
Well, unfortunate part about me, I've never was here when Drake was Drake, you know. So what I saw last year and just seeing the guy who's coming off an ACL, he looked pretty darn good, you know. So if we can improve him and get him past that, then we should be looking at yes, a much improved Drake, and he is looking good. In terms of track, he has a little more burst to him, but just in terms of football-wise, I'm trying to get Drake to that mastery level as well. Let's move you past, you know, just the little things of getting tackled, a little better in block, pass pro, and things of that nature. So he's one of those guys along. I'm trying to get into that mastery level.
What is your feeling about playing freshmen in the fall? Obviously, you got some early enrollee guys, so that gives them this 15 practices. Do you have a philosophy about playing freshmen?
It goes back to kind of what I said last year. The philosophy stays within if I can trust you, you know, in terms of pass pro, not putting the ball on the ground, and learning and knowing your assignments. That's the number one key, if I can trust you. And then if you can play and utilize all your talents and skills within the system, and you just outwork everybody, you're the better player, that's the guy who plays. So whether he's a freshman, sophomore, you know, makes no difference. But to answer the question is, that's where it starts with me as a freshman. I got to be able to trust you. And if you can pass pro, protect the quarterback, not put the ball on the ground, and know your assignments, then you know you give yourself a pretty good chance, a pretty good shot at winning.
What's the hardest thing to earn in that trust category? Would you say